Hello, Blue Justin here, still Justin, still not blue, and it's finally here. The t-shirt gets an outing. Yep, obviously this one has been waiting for this arrival from, Zavvi, wasn't it? Yeah, Zavvi, that's what I've been having a problem with. Mind blank, this is going well. That I was supposed to come out at the beginning of last week, and they've been promising it again and again and again, and finally sent it, and it's reached Thursday of this week and it's finally arrived. Yes, indeedy. Those who know the game and the series might recognise the reference from the shirt. And so they will know that what's coming up is Fallout Season 1. And as is my wont, and as is the usual case, yes indeedy, I have the Steelbook. Been waiting for this one for a while. As you know, very much so indeed. 15 rated for strong bloody violence, injury, detail, sex and language. So, not messing about. Yet again, we have a very unusual, for historical things anyway, situation where we've now got a video game franchise that has successfully been transferred to TV or film, TV in this case, as a series. I think they tend to work better that way. It seems to certainly be the case, and it's for once they've been well received by the fans of the game and even non-fans of the game. So it's got a good reception. It's got a fan base coming up, and yeah, I'll just keep on holding it there because I'm so happy with it. So yes, very, very pleased that's arrived this morning. Super chuffed, especially because, as I said, sort of Thursday's the day I go out in the evening, and that means I don't get to watch anything, so not anything but TV type stuff with my wife, and that means I don't have anything to tell you about for Thursday otherwise. So I'm glad something has happened. So this is so as I was saying, very popular, seems to have worked well, which appears to be becoming more common because obviously the other series that got adapted from a game franchise recently was The Last of Us. That also went down extremely well with fans of the game and fans and people who hadn't played the game. Now, obviously not everybody was 100% over the moon about it. There's always going to be some differences that are necessary for the adaptation, but on the whole, it seems that they were both of these were very well received, and they're starting to take the game adaptations more seriously and realise they can turn a profit if somebody who's actually into the game and knows what they're doing with the adaptation is involved. So they're not just being treated as throwaway cash-ins, which is nice to see for once. Also, they're obviously with the 15 rating or more, then they're not being treated as games there for kids, which I think is another thing that probably has damaged an awful lot of franchise adaptations. So what else has been? So yeah, that's and on that note, sorry, I'm a bit all over the place because I've been so waiting for this for so long. On that note, it appears that the various companies have noticed that if you get it right, you can make a profit. So late in, I've got 3 more that I know of, and there are others, but there are 3 more that I know of that are on the way in development or have been shot and are coming out. As just for examples, we've got one of the Splinter Cell games adaptations, and that's coming out late 2025, late this year, which sounds like it could be really good because the writer of that is the writer of the John Wick films. So that's always a good place to start, in my opinion. As you know, I'm a huge fan of John Wick. It's a long wait, but they have got in coming up in 2027 release. They're doing an adaptation of Legend of Zelda, Legend of Zelda franchise, and that's got the involvement of the developers, which has led to expectations being very high of that one being expecting to be pretty darn good. And there is a TV series adaptation of Assassin's Creed, which has got no release date yet, so that could be way out in 2027, or they suddenly could say, oh no, it's coming early 2026. It's just hasn't been announced yet. And they've announced that they are deliberately trying to fix where the movie a few years back went wrong and annoyed the fans of the original source material. And I think that everybody would be very pleased to hear that they've got some involvement trying to correct that situation. So I'm just going to open the Fallout disc, because I might as well open it, given that I didn't watch much else. I didn't watch anything. So this is my main topic of Thursday night. When I say main, practically only. Get rid of that. So yeah, what's we got here? Trying to work out where the has it got tacky stuff on it, or does it just slide very carefully? Oh, it slides very carefully. But if you don't slide it very carefully, the as you can see, the top and bottom are just thin wraparounds, and then they've got nothing underneath. It slides that way, so you need to be careful. If it sticks at all on the back, you could easily rip one of these, because that's quite narrow, as you can see. As it said on the front, if you noticed, it does come with some art cards. However, as you can see also, that they're outside the box, so that's going to make it annoyingly difficult to put a protector around it unless you store the art cards elsewhere. So what have we got? We've got the art card 1, 2. What's the next? Get. Devil legs, very good. And cockroach meals. Very good. and they're all backed the same way with a matte fallout image. So yeah, I shall quickly pop those away back in the little envelope that they come in. Now I shall probably put those the steelbook in a protector, and these maybe on the shelf above it or next to it one day when I actually have enough space on the shelf. The steelbook, when it's actually out of the card there, that's the front. It's a satin matte finish. That's a little bit of satin silverization, if you like. It's not gloss, but I'm sure if you've got any steelbooks, you'll know that little metallic that they sometimes put on satin finishes that makes it stand out a little bit on the front there. So yeah, that's simple. Just season 1 saying at the top, and Big Paulie will be pleased that it's got the Fallout name actually on the metal itself rather than on card slip. On the back, a very nice scene actually. Well, it looks like one of the characters that I just showed you, but I've just put them away, so that's really a nice scene. That's good, I like that. And inside, what do we got? Looks like the raw. Yes, this is the 4K set. So these are all 4K discs. There are no Blu-ray versions, so you have to play the 4Ks. So it's going to be maybe a while before I play it, because my 4K machine has just started making a humming sound, and it's not coming through the speakers, it's coming from the player, which is likely to mean that the bearings are going, and apparently it can potentially damage discs as it starts to get worse, and 4K discs especially, because they spin at a faster speed. So it's recommending not playing any 4K discs that are valuable. So unfortunately, it's not going to stop me 100%, because I really love planning on watching the next James Bond movie on Sunday. We're hoping to anyway, though my wife is sadly having to work over the weekend because they're overloading her ridiculously. Anyway, as I was saying, that's the interior. That's the 3 4K discs. Side. And we have the character from Voltec, and as you can see, yeah, matching character. And if you could read it, it actually does say Voltec, nuclear bombs across there. So, yep, nice interior as well. So, crossback, it's not a wraparound, but it's very nice there. So, very good. Yeah, really looking forward to seeing that one and working out where the discs go back in. Disc 1. Yes, let's put disc 1 over there, shall we? Let's put disc 3 at the bottom and disc 2 on top of it. That makes sense, doesn't it? Right, so yes, very happy that that's finally turned up, and very happy with the product itself. I believe that their season 2 is in production. So it's a little bit stiff, especially if you try to slide it back in from the top where the less robust piece of card is. It can be a bit tricky. So yeah, that's the main thing for, like I said, arrived today. That was great, really, really happy. Gave you the information on upcoming stuff that's also based on game franchises, and you know that I was out this evening, so I didn't have time to watch any NCIS New Orleans. So, but I will hopefully start to catch up on more of those tomorrow night. I did watch one of the a YouTube video, and that is the latest video by Hordes of Horror. That's Hannah, and who I am a Patreon member of, and she did a review of The Other, not The Others, which I think is another horror film, if I recall correctly. Like I said, I'm not normally a big horror fan, but this one's involving difficulty getting pregnant, adapting some sort of evil child and that sort of thing. So apparently, and I also plan to watch her last week's. She did her response to 1-star review of her favourite movies, and this week she's doing, I think it's tomorrow, 10-star reviews of movies that she hates. So that'll be a nice balance. I think that's good. There is definitely someone else in the horror genre, and I can't remember their name. Sorry. Another girl who was doing a video responses to people who hated movies that she really liked on Instagram, but I think she's done quite a few of those. She hasn't switched it around and done reviews, but the comparing her opinion on 10-star reviews of movies that she dislikes. I think it's the other way around. So Hordes, I think, is doing a much better job, and actual fact, that's what I follow. Of course, I think I have seen a couple of videos by the other girl who's doing the that sort of thing, but I certainly don't follow her as closely or have her on as a patron or anything like that. So yeah, and the reason I know for absolute definite both of them are doing a very similar thing was that when I looked at the Hordes video for the first one, it came up. The other one came up on the recommended screen, so they were both on the same screen saying, like, oh look, if you're interested in this one, you're likely to be interested in this one. Yes, well, it's the same sort of idea. So, and it's quite interesting that now that YouTube is saying that it will use AI, I think it is, to generate suggestions from, if this video is popular, what sort of spin-off videos you could do. So I don't know if any of those were suggestions from the YouTube they're testing it out as an idea, or whether they came up as spontaneously good ideas. So who knows? But they are good ideas, and I like them, and I'm going to be interested in seeing them. I might do something similar, but obviously I won't necessarily be doing horror movies. I might choose a totally different genre, one that I'm much more familiar with. So right, that is it for Thursday, and I shall go away now and be very happy with my new arrival. Yes, and the fact that I've finally got to wear the shirt that I've been saving up for this event for ages. So yeah, that's really good. And if you liked this video and the videos in this series, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to find out when I do any other videos. Oh yes, quickly, tonight I was right, I did get the last of my presents for my birthday, which was the end of June, from a friend who I hadn't seen until now. So I am ready to do now my birthday haul. Now I don't know whether or not I should be doing that before the end of the month or leave it and do it then, but I might actually do that one at the same time as I'm doing this daily vlog, because it's not going to be too long, because I haven't received too much related to the media business. But actually one of the presents I got last night was really, really good, and I can't wait to show you what I got. So that's really nice. Wasn't a Blu-ray or a DVD actually, but I think you're gonna like it. So yeah, okay, thank you very much. And as I was saying, please like, subscribe, please comment. I will reply to your comments, and it really helps the channel and the YouTube algorithm for recognizing that by making a comment you're interacting with the channel content creator, like me, which they think is a good thing, and I think is a good thing. So please do it if you can. Right, thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.